They say the bravest thing a man can do is not fight a war, not climb a mountain, not conquer the world. The bravest thing a man can do is look into the eyes of one woman and say, "You, only you, for the rest of my life." And today, that brave man is standing right here, and that one woman is you. Hey, yes, you, the one reading this right now. I know you were about to scroll past this. I know your thumb was ready to move on. Your mind was already somewhere else, and you probably thought, oh, another cheesy post, another dramatic declaration, another guy who thinks he's Shakespeare. But something made you stop. Maybe it was curiosity. Maybe it was the title. Maybe it was something deeper, something you can't quite explain. That little feeling in your chest that whispered, wait, read this. That feeling? That's not an accident. That's the universe doing what it always does, quietly, gently, beautifully pushing two souls toward each other at exactly the right moment. So please don't skip this, because what I'm about to say isn't just words on a screen. This is my heart. This is my truth. This is everything I've been wanting to say to you. My love, my future wife, for longer than you probably know. Let me be honest with you. Before you came into my life, I knew what loneliness felt like. Not the kind of loneliness where you're sitting alone in a room. No, I'm talking about the deeper kind. The kind where you're surrounded by people, laughing, talking, existing, and still feel completely empty. I had friends. I had a life. I had everything that was supposed to make a person happy. But I would lie awake at night and stare at the ceiling and feel this strange, hollow ache in my chest. Like something was missing, like someone was missing. Like there was a space inside me that was shaped exactly like a person I hadn't met yet. Have you ever felt that? That feeling of waiting for someone you don't even know yet? That longing for a connection so deep, so real, so honest, that it scares you? That desperate, quiet hope that somewhere out there, there is one person who will understand you. Not just your words, but your silences. Not just your smiles, but the reason behind your tears. I felt all of that, every single night. And then, you happened. I remember the moment I realized you were different. It wasn't a dramatic movie moment. There were no rose petals falling from the sky, no slow motion, no background music. Although, trust me, in my head, there absolutely was music. It was something small, something quiet, something completely ordinary that somehow became the most extraordinary thing I'd ever experienced. It was the way you laughed. Or maybe it was the way you listened, like you actually cared, like my words mattered, like I mattered. Or maybe it was the way your eyes looked when you were thinking deeply about something. That beautiful, quiet intensity that told me there was an entire universe living inside you. And I thought to myself, I want to spend the rest of my life exploring that universe. In that moment, something shifted inside me. That hollow ache I told you about, it started to fill, slowly, gently, like rain filling a dry riverbed, like sunlight reaching a room that had been dark for too long. You walked into my life and you brought light with you, and I've been chasing that light ever since. My love, I need to tell you something important. I don't say this enough. Men don't always say this enough. We get caught up in the routine, in the daily rush, in the ordinary madness of life, and we forget to stop. We forget to look. We forget to say it. So let me say it now, clearly, completely, without holding anything back. I love your strength. The way you carry yourself through difficult days without asking for sympathy. The way you hold yourself together even when everything is falling apart. The way you keep going, quietly, powerfully, without making a big show of it. That strength, it humbles me, it inspires me, it makes me want to be stronger too. I love your kindness, the way you treat people, the way you notice the things others ignore, a friend's quiet sadness, a stranger's discomfort, the small moments that need a little extra love. Your heart is so big and sometimes you don't even realize it, but I see it. I see it every single day. The way you think. I love your mind. The way you question things. The conversations we have, they don't just entertain me. The way you have opinions and you're not afraid to share them, even when they're different from mine. They grow me. You make me think differently. You challenge me. You expand me. And that is one of the most beautiful gifts one person can give another. I love your flaws. Yes, your flaws. The parts of you that you try to hide. The parts of you that you're insecure about, the parts of you that keep you up at night wondering if you're good enough. You are. You are more than good enough. And those flaws, they don't make you less. They make you real. They make you human. They make you mine. Let me talk about love. Real love. Not the kind they show in movies. The perfect lighting, the perfect timing, the perfect everything. Real love is messier than that. Real love is choosing each other on the days when choosing feels hard. It's the 3 a.m. conversations when neither of you can sleep and you're talking about everything and nothing at the same time. It's arguing about something stupid and then both of you trying not to smile because deep down you know the argument doesn't matter. You matter. Real love is showing up every day, even when you're tired, even when life is heavy, even when being vulnerable feels terrifying. Real love is not about finding a perfect person. It's about choosing an imperfect person and deciding every single morning that they are your person. And here is what I believe about relationships with my whole heart. A relationship is not a destination. It is a daily decision. It's not something you arrive at and then relax. It's something you tend to, like a garden. You water it with attention. You protect it with honesty. You let it breathe with trust. You remove the weeds of ego and misunderstanding before they take root. A real relationship is where two people say to each other, I see you, all of you, the beautiful parts and the broken parts, and I'm not going anywhere. That's what I want with you. Not a fairy tale, not a performance. It's not a perfect Instagram relationship. I want the real thing, my future wife. If there is one thing I want you to know, one thing I need you to carry in your heart for the rest of our lives, it is this. I will choose you every single day, without hesitation. On the good days, the days full of laughter and celebration and all the beautiful things life offers, I will choose you. On the hard days, the days when we're both exhausted, when life feels impossible, when we can't seem to understand each other, especially on those days, I will choose you. I promise to listen to you, not just hear your words, but actually listen to what you're saying and to what you can't bring yourself to say. I want to learn the language of your silence. I promise to make you feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally. I want you to know that with me, you never have to pretend. You never have to perform. You never have to be anything other than exactly who you are. I promise to respect you, your mind, your opinions, your dreams, your boundaries, your individuality. I am not looking for someone to complete me. I am looking for someone to walk beside me, as an equal, as a partner, as a best friend. I promise to be your biggest supporter. Whatever you want to achieve, whatever dream lives in your heart, I will be there, cheering, believing, pushing, standing right beside you when you succeed and standing even closer when you fall. I promise to grow with you, because love is not static. People change, life changes, and I promise that as we change, I will keep reaching for you. I will keep learning you. I will keep falling for you again and again and again. And I promise to never take you for granted, because I know what it felt like before you. I see us, years from now, sitting together in a quiet evening, maybe on a balcony, maybe in a garden, and I never want to go back to that empty, hollow silence again. My love, I have a vision. Maybe just in our living room with cups of chai, talking about nothing important and everything meaningful, and we're laughing. We're laughing because life has been hard and beautiful and messy and wonderful, and we survived it together, because we chose each other through all of it. Because when it got difficult, neither of us ran. I want a relationship where we are honest with each other, even when honesty is uncomfortable, because I believe that honesty, as hard as it sometimes is the foundation of everything real. I want a relationship where we fight, because people who love each other fight sometimes, but we fight fair. No cruelty, no low blows, no saying things just to hurt. And when it's over, we come back to each other, always. I want a relationship where we give each other space, space to grow, space to breathe, space to be individuals, because love should expand you, not cage you. I want a relationship where we keep dating each other, even after the ring, even after the wedding, even after years and years and years. I want to keep taking you on dates, keep surprising you, keep making you feel like you are being chosen, actively, enthusiastically, every single day. I want a relationship where we build something together, not just a home, but a life. A real, meaningful, beautiful, imperfect, extraordinary life. Maybe you're reading this and you're not sure where we stand. Maybe there's uncertainty. Maybe there's distance, emotional or physical. Maybe you've been hurt before and trust doesn't come easy anymore. Maybe you've been disappointed so many times that hope feels dangerous. I understand. Life has a way of teaching us to protect ourselves, and protection sometimes looks like walls, and walls sometimes look like distance. But my love, please hear me when I say this. You deserve a love that makes you feel safe enough to take those walls down. You deserve someone who doesn't just tell you they love you, but shows you, consistently, patiently, without conditions. You deserve someone who sees you on your worst day and doesn't flinch. Someone who knows your darkest corners and still wants to stay. Someone who looks at all of you, every complicated, contradictory, beautiful, broken piece, and says, yes, this is the person I want. I want to be that person for you. I am that person for you. My love, my future wife. I started this by asking you not to skip, and you didn't. Maybe that means something. Maybe that small decision to stop, to read, to stay is a tiny reflection of something bigger, a choice, a beginning, a yes. I don't know what the future holds. Nobody does. Life is unpredictable and wild and sometimes terrifying. But I know one thing with absolute certainty. Whatever this life brings, I want to face it with you. The adventures and the ordinary Tuesdays, the celebrations and the disappointments, the loud moments and the quiet ones, the seasons of abundance and the seasons of struggle, all of it with you. Because you are not just the person I love, you are the person who made me understand why love exists. You made me understand why people write poetry and songs and speeches and letters at midnight, why people look up at stars and feel something they can't explain, why the human heart, despite being broken so many times, keeps opening itself up and saying, try again. There is someone worth it. You are worth it. You are worth every single word of this. So this is me, standing here, completely open, completely honest, completely yours, saying, my love, my future wife, thank you for not scrolling. Thank you for staying. Now please, stay forever.